It rains here nearly every single day. A solid downpour, usually thunderstorms. This is a jungle. It's a rainforest. So, shelter. And I've got some time, but I'm gonna get down to it. When I was out here training with the Haywa guides, they showed me how to take down a tree out here, or at least how they take down a tree out here if you don't have a bush knife. And let me show you how it's done, if I can do it.
The teeth of the Haywa are ground down to almost nothing due to the constantly chewing of something called betel nut. Yet they can still chew through small trees. When they did it, they literally got halfway through the tree and then broke it down.
Maybe it takes years of living in the jungle. That's how you do it without a bush knife. And that's how you do it with a bush knife.
The final look of this shelter will be that of a lean-to. Here in this particular rainforest, I can utilize easy-to-work-with small trees, hanging vines strong enough for tying, and big fat green leaves for my roof. With nightly rains that are essentially a deluge that can last for up to 12 hours without breaking, taking time now to make sure my shelter is strong, and in particular doesn't leak, is vital.
It's the middle of the day now, 1:30 or so, and the heat just becomes quite oppressive right about now. So I gotta stop every so often and just let my body temperature cool down a bit. Overheat real quickly. You really gotta monitor your body temperature in a place like this.
It's during shelter construction with all the grabbing and moving around when I can easily touch something that can either shock, infect, bite, poison, or sting me. So I've got to be careful.
I can't get too close to that camera because that's a big wasp who's decided he likes it. I don't feel like getting stung on the first day out here. Wah! All right, well, step one, done. Shelter from any downpours that will definitely come.
With the sun hanging low in the sky and 2 days' ride behind me, I finally made it to a gaucho cabin. It'll be refuge from the biting ocean winds and a place to attempt survival in Tierra del Fuego. From here, I can search the interior and hunt for game. I can settle the horses and not worry about packing them up every morning to move on.
This is gonna be home.
Compared to staying out on the land, it is indeed home. It's not often when faced with survival that one can take advantage of an existing shelter.
Well, I'm just gonna check the place out. Ah, nice. Wood stove. Now I've just gotta get some food and water. Mean rain. Yeah. Gonna need more than this, that's for certain. But I've got a machete.
Each type of landscape requires its own version of a cutting tool that works well. And in the jungle, it's always going to be a machete.
Uh-oh. Oh, here comes the rain. Already. That's not fair. I'm not ready. Oh boy, I can hear it. I do not want to spend the night wet. Not much of a shelter, but it'll have to do. Yeah, here comes some rain. I gotta cover up the camera. It can really pelt down here, so. And of course, I got a rip in this. Shoot. That's not good. This is a survival bracelet of sorts. Now, I've brought this out basically to test it out. Rain's coming in, and I need rope. Now, how do I undo this? Okay, so this one actually, the rope is wrapped around a little miniature tinfoil wrapped survival kit inside. Welcome to the world of filmmaking. fast. Hold off, Rain, hold off. I see a lot of people wearing these bracelets now. I'm a big fan of any survival item that you can wear on your body, carry with you easily and not have to put in a pack. But you gotta learn how to take them apart. With rain threatening, I cut it so I could get it apart faster. I hopefully didn't do something stupid.
It's often thought that there are black and white answers to what someone must do in a survival situation, but there never is. It'll always be an ordeal fraught with variables and circumstances that'll dictate what my next move is. It's equal parts preparation, proactivity, and reacting to whatever I have to face.
This is the little survival kit that comes with it. Put you away till a later date. And all I really lost was a piece this big, so obviously I cut it in the right spot to get this rope. This little guy will do, but even a pebble will work. Take it, put it in, wrap the plastic around it. Like this, like this. Put that through. I better start hurrying and stop teaching, because here comes the rain, I think. Oh, you know what? It's actually pouring out there. Oh, you son of a...
Jungle rain rarely announces itself as coming. They just happen every single day.
I'm in it now. I'm in the jungle. I just hope I can survive without getting too soaking wet.
Rain combined with heat brings the potential for rashes and fungus infections.
Jungle rains. I have a feeling that this is the way the week's gonna go.
Finally, Logan gets busy and pitches in to work on our necessities. For now, we'll simply build some small fern mattresses to keep us off the cold sand. But we're taking our chances that it won't rain overnight on the Northwest Pacific coast.
I just had what might be a stupid idea. I don't know, or it might be an awesome idea. There's a ton of spruce trees here, easily gathered, cut down small trees, right? And I was looking at the boat and I was thinking, what if we make two beds? No, if you come and look at the boat, put two beds, two spaces, triangle on one end, down at the back end, triangle on the front end, a pole across. We've got the rope, we can tie it all up so it's secure, drape the tarp over top of that. We basically have a mobile tent at that point.
That's gonna be a very uncomfortable sleep.
I don't think it will be.
Okay, well, think about this. Let's say we move to a new location tomorrow. We're gonna have to take it down, put it in the boat.
Like, I'm just thinking about that. I mean, all we would have to do every night is spend a concentrated hour getting boughs and 5 poles, and we could set it up every single night, and we would be able to sleep in the boat, anchor the boat in a protected little cove, instead of coming in on shore. The only thing we can't have is a fire, but we can have the fire right on shore.
If it was just me, I'd definitely not do that.
You know what? I'll put one bed down, and you try it out. Lie on it, and if you think like, oh man, I could sleep like this, great. You know,
Okay.
Because from my experience, it's not going to be that much more comfortable up on the land.
Logan clearly doesn't like the idea, or at least doesn't think it'll work. But I have to let my own experience take the lead role here. A bough bed is just a bough bed. And it can be a lot of work to build up on the land. The ground here is damp, but the tin boat is solid and dry, so long as we can keep it that way. Working together can be more efficient at completing the task. One of us gathers, while the other builds.
You put your feet up in here every once in a while, stretch out legs. But I think this can work.
Yeah, try it out. Tell me what you think.
It's not that bad.
I'm gonna work on the tarp and get that part ready, because I'm seeing clouds come over now.
And just like that, how fast we work becomes imperative, so we can be prepared for the approaching storm in the western sky.
This area's cleared, like I've been seeing. Jungle farm. And where do you see what sits at the edge of the field? Yeah, looks old and left behind, but there's a roof there. That's a heck of a lot bigger than my little orange garbage bag. Huh. This is great. Remember I talked about how people come out here and build bamboo huts and hide away in the jungle? Check this out. Let's see if it's just simply abandoned or still in use. Well, doesn't look like anybody's using it. Huh, except maybe now. All right, well, I'm gonna bring the rest of my gear forward then, because I still want to find a good running stream. And actually, I want to try some fishing. And if it comes on to pouring rain, I should be fine. Incredible. There, or over by that stick?
Over by that stick.
Okay.
Still alive. Still very much alive.
Remember to talk to camera and good luck. Don't forget your cameras.
Yeah. Okay, so since we decided on staying just out in the open tonight, I have to make us a nice bed. I figure that it's not gonna rain because beautiful blue sky right now. So if it does, we've got the tarp nearby, so I can grab that quickly if I need to. In the meantime, I gotta get all these spruce boughs up and start weaving them into a bed. I'm just kind of shoving them into the dirt here, trying to make it as flat, low as possible, get rid of some of these rocks. I'm just trying to weave all of these spruce boughs in together. It's the best way to keep the heat in and make it nice and comfy.
You know, the truth of a survival situation is that every day, every single new day, is a brand new day of survival. It might be exciting for me to get off that boat, but I know the reality is that sun is beaming down pretty hot. So my first concern right now is shelter from the sun. You gotta move slow and methodical in heat like this and in any survival situation. Don't want to make things worse. Step one, survival on a desert island. Hello?
6 days of survival on a mountainside in Norway, and I've come across a great find. Abandoned cabins.
Hello? Nothing. Not even a dog barking. Hello? It's quite the view. It's all blocked out by snow right now, but that's the fjord down there. I hope there's a wood stove. And these aren't just storage sheds. These buildings look old, very old. Probably the 30s or 40s. But I know I'm gonna be one of these buildings tonight. Wood stove or not. Huh. That's the first building. Huh. Well, that's a good little building. Come in here if I have to, but I want to see where the tracks lead. A compound out in the woods here. I can't tell if the tracks are snowed over from this current snow or if they're just older. Hello? I see firewood. That's a good sign. What's this? That's what I thought it was. See hunters. Deer head. Hello? This is pretty sweet. I think I hit the jackpot. Check this out. Oh, look at this. 1946. I was right. But this is a reality sometimes. I always say, in a survival situation, you come across a cottage or a cabin, it's actually legal in most places to break in and not be charged with it if you're in a survival situation. Obviously, they're Norwegians. And this place looks beautiful to me right now. The snow's just coming down strong. I'm gonna start a fire and get warmed up. There's matches and candles, sleeping bag, beds, wood stove. There's even a radio. Cook stove, no food. But a deer head.
I've been traveling a long ways, and I don't want to make the same mistake I made yesterday. I gotta start getting ready, because I'm sure the night rains will be soon. That's what a good sharp machete does. Okay. Now, I found a way to make this a little more substantial. Lots of material in the jungle. All right.
It has to be realized that building shelters takes a lot of time. There's no point to them unless they're really needed. It's a tough decision, but survival is always choice after choice. I just have to make the right ones, or risk making things worse by my own inactivity.
Sweating up a storm here, and all I've had is puddle water today. It's a bit of a dehydrated day, for sure. At least this way, if the night rains do happen, much better set up now. And one of the reasons for breaking up all this earth, too, and putting it that I'm not on a bunch of leaves is if there are any flama ants or millipedes or tok ants crawling along, just a little easier to see them in the dark. You gotta see this to believe it. Check it out. Hello? 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 It's a big old house, barn. I don't see any signs, I don't see any footprints. Odds are it's locked up. Most people leave a key hidden somewhere. Start here. This is the usual obvious place. Cut firewood. You know what that means? It means there's got to be a wood stove in here somewhere.
This house is closed for the season, so there's no food left behind. It still only represents one part of the survival equation, shelter. I'll still need to find more food for long-term survival.
I was hoping to get a lot more, but it's starting to rain again. No way of knowing what kind of spiders and bugs might be on these leaves.
Every chance I get, I have to build up my shelter. Each day, I can make it better, stronger, and as a result, it'll be more able to protect me from the jungle elements.
Hey. Always race in the rain. I always put an orange garbage bag in my survival kit. Number one, it's great for signaling, raincoats, catching water, and in this situation, for a waterproof roof. Can you tell how slow I'm moving with everything? Foolish thing to do, actually, to move fast when you're in a survival situation, unless you're trying to run away from something. There we go. Amazing what you can do with a garbage bag. No doubt the river will flood from time to time, so I can see it by all the washout where I am right now. I'm gonna go up in here. There's a flat space. I'm gonna tuck in here and just make myself a little quickie shelter. Help me get through the night. This is not going to be anything fancy, just something quick to keep me out of the rain. Now, the beauty of what I'm doing here is this greenery that I'm working with is really easy to work with. And I've got probably a rain-tight shelter here. It's amazing what you can do with a bit of nylon rope and a machete. All right, there we go. This overhang, and knowing that the northwest wind is coming from in behind this rock, this will do the trick tonight. Maybe if I put up a few poles, get a little fire going this time as well.
help keep the mosquitoes away. All right, I gotta get busy because before long that sun's gonna set again. It's one of the reasons why I love having a handsaw like this. Don't get me wrong, an axe is great too. I love having an axe, but an axe is heavy to carry. Okay, that's one. 40 more. You know, the principle behind shelter building, or one of them, is to try to use stuff that's in the vicinity to make your shelter. It's the way igloos are made, really. You think that, oh, they put all the blocks on top of the snow? Nope, the blocks are dug out to make a big hole, and that's half the igloo right there. Then the blocks are put up over top of that hole. You scoop out and put on top. That's some of the, hopefully most of the grunt work done. I'm gonna go up by the rock and take stock and see what I've got. Well, it's not much. Probably one of the lamest shelters I've ever made, but believe it or not, half of it's made for me because of this rock. So really, I think I'll be fine here if it comes on to rain. And better than that, there'll be some air moving here to hopefully keep the mosquitoes down. That's a big concern for me, because last night was brutal. You gotta be kidding me. It is. Check this out. Huh. Look at that. Unbelievable. Now, I myself have stored more than one canoe in my lifetime. My father and I used to hide boats in different places, old fishing lakes and spots that were our favorites, and I've probably come across at least 4 or 5 boats and canoes in my lifetime, just traveling around, being in the bush. And here we go. No more bush hiking for me. I wonder if there's a paddle, though. I don't see one. I'm just gonna angle this so that I can hide from the rain if it comes in. It's be a nice sheltered spot. You never know in a survival situation what you're gonna find. A cabin, a cottage, a big cave, or rock overhang. In this case, a big old canoe. I don't have a paddle. Really tough to make a paddle, but what I can make is a pole. If you want to rain now, you can. Don't bother me.
To see